All right, good people. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm excited to be on here with you all this Sunday. It's absolutely an incredible Sunday. If you guys are having an incredible day or an incredible week, or you're declaring that the week before you, the week that you're about to enter, is going to be absolutely incredible, drop a 777 in the chat for me. Drop a 777 in the chat for me. Let me know who is excited today, and that also lets me know that you guys can hear me loud and clear. I see we got Seaway on, who is excited about life, excited about everything that's going on, and excited about this week that's coming up. I absolutely love it. I hope everybody else is in that same vein, in that same energy, and is ready for the same thing. So, look, guys, this is incredible. I'm glad that you guys are on the Sunday night call. If you guys are not familiar with me, my name is Anthony Deloach, and I'm going to be the host for this Sunday night leadership training. And I want to go ahead and preface this with the fact that this is a leadership call, right? This is a leadership call. So this is for leaders. If you are not a leader, right? I hope you are ready to become a leader, right? Because the information that we're going to go over tonight is specifically tailored for leaders who are ready to go to the next level and help their teams also get to the next level. So hopefully you guys are the leaders that need to be on here. I'm excited about you guys being on here and what we're going to talk about tonight. Here's what we're sharing tonight, right? I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. Here is what we are sharing tonight. We're going to go over the 7 traits of a super successful leader, right? I want to go over the 7 traits of a super successful leader. Are y'all ready for that? I hope y'all ready for that. Y'all know I love the number 7, so I came up with 7 traits here of a super successful leader. And I want to tell you guys, I gotten this not from only from myself. I gotten this from things that I've taken from my mentors in the space, my mentors in a lot of different areas. And I also got this from people that I have studied has created phenomenal success, right? And so we want to go over these things because I think this is going to help so many people, right? I think this is going to help so many people go to the next level. So, man, if you guys are let me go ahead and throw it out there. If you guys are getting paid in OakSmart, if you're getting paid and your withdrawals are being paid and you're getting your daily pay, all that good stuff, can y'all drop a 1 in the chat? I just want to make sure y'all awake. I only got 1777 in there. I don't know if the leaders are awake tonight, right? I don't know if you guys are with me tonight. Here's why I come on the way I come on. I wanted you guys to know this right up front, right? I know this from other leaders, and this is not even going into my 7 traits. It'll probably be a part of it in just a second, but I want to tell you, high income is attracted to high energy. Why you come on like this, Anthony? High income is attracted to high energy, right? Now, that doesn't mean you got to be energetic like me, but your energy has to be a high level of energy, right? This is you have to have man, I could do the whole training on energy and how energy attracts, right? I want to tell you guys this. If you want high income, I sincerely hope that you have high energy. Now that doesn't mean you're coming on like me or you, man, Anthony, you mean we got to be animated like you? No, you got to be animated like me. But where is do you are you putting high energy into your effort? Are you putting high energy into your business? Are you putting high energy into your relationships? Are you putting high energy into everything that you are doing? Can people tell that your energy is elevated? Mm. This is what I want to get. If you guys really understand what I'm talking about right now, this will change everything for you. This will change the way you approach your business. This will change the way you approach your relationships. This will change the way you approach your finances, everything. High energy, right? High income is attracted to high energy, right? So, but man, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. But look, let's go into this thing. We ain't holding back. We're gonna get the information that we need to get to you, and we're gonna make sure we get it to you in a timely manner, right? So I want to make sure that you guys get this one. I want to make sure we have time to cover all 7 traits. Let me go over something really quick, right? A lot of people are trying to achieve a level of success that they've never seen before, right? Or they got a level of success that they're trying to get to, right? And they're trying to achieve that. And they're going in, they're trying to put the effort in there. I want to suggest something, right? And allow me to be a little bit controversial, right? I want to suggest something that you put more effort into trying, put more, I don't even want to say try because I don't even like that. I want you to put more effort into becoming the person that type of success is automatic for. Ooh, I want y'all to get this. Look, I want you to develop. This is why we're going over the traits right now. Instead of you saying, well, I'm trying to make $1 million, how about you become the person that millions of dollars are automatic for? So what do they do? So it's automatic that you do these things. I always use the example. Guys, look, I used to be way out of shape, right? I was almost 300 pounds. I was almost this. I was very unhealthy, very out of shape, right? And I tell people all the time what they say. People ask me, right? What was one of the keys to you being able to lose the weight and you being able to do the things that you're able to do? What was one of the keys to that? And let me tell you guys here, one of the keys I always tell people, I always give people this. I became a runner. No, see, a lot of people will say I started running. No, I became a runner. And when I became a runner, I transformed myself, which transitioned my life. It transitioned my health. I transformed myself, so it transitioned my health. I became a runner. So I did the things that runners do automatically. And so runners have a particular they lose weight. Or like runners, if you just look at runners, right? This is what happened to me. I became a runner. So it wasn't a question, was I going running? Why? I'm a runner. It wasn't a question, right? So I equipped myself as I became my transit. If y'all feeling me right now, drop a 2 in the chat. I just need to make sure y'all feeling me right now. See, I want you to focus on the traits. So when I can see, once I focused on becoming a runner, and once you focus on becoming a person of success, here's one of the things that I want you to get is that you will develop the traits that automatically lead to the success that you want to have. Focus on the traits. Focus on the traits, becoming that person. Let's talk about these traits. Here's the first thing. Here's one of the first traits that I want to talk about here is that you have to have, if you're going to be a super successful leader, one of the traits is visionary thinking. Somebody write that down. Write down if you're taking notes. If you take, I see Jamie is feeling me. Thank you for dropping in there, Jamie. I appreciate you. Look, if you're taking notes, right? Here's what I want to tell you. Visionary thinking. Here's one of the things. You have to see further than where you are right now. I want to talk, you have to see further than where you are right now. Here's another thing. As a leader, one of the important things for you is to be able to not only see further than where you are right now, you got to see people where they are, but not only see that, see where they can go. And as a leader, you're going to help them see what's possible for them. Help them see a vision of themselves that they may never had. I want you to be a visionary thinker. Here's the other thing as a leader. I want you guys to get this. As a leader, there's sometimes while you're leading that you're going to encounter people who will follow you who don't have their own vision yet. So it is important that you have a vision that is big enough that it will include other people. So you need a vision that somebody else can latch on to. Somebody's going to be like, hey, I don't really have a vision for myself yet. I haven't gotten that far, but I see your vision. Does your vision include other people? Is your vision bigger than you? If you're a leader right now and your vision is much bigger than you, then drop a 3 in the chat. I just want to know how many leaders right now, you look, y'all know my saying, right? Drop a 3 in the chat. I want to see how many leaders are really on this call and you're saying your vision is much bigger than you. It's not just about me. I'm not being selfish about this. This is about more than me. Here's what I want you guys to get. If you are a leader, right, your vision has to include other people. I always say, if you take your eyes off of yourself and put them on someone else, you will create real wealth. I want to tell you, if you take your eyes off of yourself and put them on someone else, that's when you can transition and start to create real wealth. Anybody, mm, I'm telling anybody that is a leader, right? If you look at the true leaders out there, their vision has impacted more than themselves. Their vision wasn't, I want to give you, I don't care how you feel about them in any other way, right? But if you, let me tell you something. Bill Gates said, I want to put a personal computer in everybody's home. I want you to get this. I want you to get this. It was not just about him. Yeah, he's going to create wealth from it, but I want to put a personal computer in everybody's home. It was the vision of everybody else having a personal computer in their home. How did he have one of the most successful companies out there? His vision wasn't just about himself, right? And so I want to tell you guys, as you go forward and as you're going to have the leader, as you're going to become a better leader, as you become a true leader, as you're going to continue to develop, you need to have visionary thinking. When you're going out thinking forward, right? Look, not even thinking back. There's going to be some things behind you, right? And you're going to learn. This is what I want to tell you. You want to learn from your past. Don't be trapped by it. I always tell people that your past is a school, not a prison. Somebody better get that. Write that in your notes. That your past should be a school, not a prison. Don't be trapped by your past, but learn from your past, right? So I don't want you to be stuck there though, because you're not going that way. When you don't get stuck looking back, look forward, and I want you to have a vision of what's about to become. And you need to become good. See, a super successful leader becomes good at sharing that vision, at painting that vision for somebody else. Paint that vision for the team. This is where we're going. This is what it looks like. This is what your life will look like when you are here. This is what's going to happen when you are here. These are the things that you need to be focused on, right? Visionary. So get your vision. Look, it's not a vision if you don't write it. I don't count it a real vision if you don't write it down. Your vision must be written. Can I give y'all, look, you need to have the visualization, the verbalization, and a vivid experience. Can I tell y'all that? The visualization, the verbalization, and a vivid experience. What do I mean by this, right? You're gonna have visualization. You need to see your vision wherever you're going. If you have a vision of something, I think you should have a vision environment all around you. There should be something that reminds you that you should be able to see your vision. But here's another thing. You should also be speaking your vision. Where are you speaking your vision? Are you speaking it to somebody else? Are you speaking your vision to your team? Are you speaking your vision to yourself? Do you wake up in the morning and say this and talk about your vision and you verbalizing it, right? But are you giving yourself also a vivid experience to where you are experiencing your vision, where you're going to look, if you want to be, if you there is other leaders out there that are doing it on the level that you want, I want you to get around them so you can see, you can have a vivid experience of what that type of leadership looks like. If there, even if, look, even if it's a home that you want, I need you to get in the place where you can experience the type of home that you want to look at. Look, even if you have to go out and you can do this, I'm gonna tell you guys, you can do this. Now, I don't want anybody to go outside of their expenses, right? I don't want you to go put yourself in a situation, but I want you to make an investment in your vision, and you may be able to go on Airbnb and look at a home that you desire. And you can look and see how much it would be to stay in that home for a night or 2 nights or whatever you want to, but go stay in the type of home that you desire. You're giving yourself a vivid experience. Imagine yourself walking into that home. Imagine yourself doing the laundry in that home, or imagine yourself going to sleep in a type of home like that, right? And I want to tell you guys, give yourself a vivid experience. When you check out of that home, and you go back to your house, I want you to get energized and say, that's where I belong. I'm grateful where I am. We're never going to stop being grateful. Every day we'll be grateful for where we are. I'm grateful where I am for where I am. I'm grateful for where I have, but I have experienced and I've seen where I'm going. Y'all got that? I don't want to harp on that too much, but be a visionary leader, right? I can go on about vision forever, but I want you guys to get this, all right? So here's the next thing I want to tell you guys: relentless resilience, because nobody told us that this road was going to be easy. Nobody told us. We look. I'm not going. I'm not on here to tell you that it's going to always be easy. But what I am going to tell you is that that you can make it. I'm not going to tell you that it will be easy, but it will definitely be worth it. Somebody say relentless resilience. Somebody put that in the chat for me, if you will. If you're listening right now, look, relentless resilience. First of all, let me. I hope I'm not boring anybody tonight, but I want to make sure I get this through to you. If I'm boring you, it's okay, right? But I know the leaders are resonating with this. If you guys are excited about what you're hearing right now, drop a 4 in the chat. I just want to make sure. Let's do this. Relentless resilience. What do I mean by relentless resilience? Because it's not always going to be easy, right? It's not always going to be easy. But here's good news for you. I want you to understand the good news. The good news is that persistence changes average everyday people into champions. Persistence. When you are resilient, when you become persistent and consistent in your effort, when you become persistent and consistent in your habits, and I'm telling you, these are traits of super successful people. When you don't just give up because you face an opposition. Oh my God. Just because something came up, just because you faced a mountain, because something came in your way, because something didn't work the way that you wanted, just because you got knocked down. As a matter of fact, here's what I say, and everybody doesn't have to believe me, and everybody doesn't have to go along with me. But let me tell you this, that one of the things that I will tell you, that I believe you don't qualify to be a champion unless you've been knocked down. And see, real champions have been down and knocked down, and everybody thought they was counted out. Everybody thought that it was over for them. Everybody thought that they were done for. But when they came back, y'all seen it. Y'all seen it in sports, right? When they came back from 25 down, when they came back from losing, when they came back from being knocked flat down on their back, and they that's when you qualify yourself to become a champion. So for everybody right now that feel like you're taking blows, everybody right now who's been knocked down, everybody right now who's lost something, I want you guys to get this, right? I want you guys to not give up. It is the persistence that will transform you from, even if you're an average everyday person, into a significant champion. It is resilience, right? So I want you guys to be resilient. That's one of the traits of a successful leader. If you guys are just jumping on, I see some people just coming in. We're doing the 7 traits of super successful leaders. Here's number 3, guys: empowering communication. I want y'all to get this: empowering communication. I believe communication is a meta skill because, and when I say it's a meta skill, is because communication it affects and impacts everything that you do, right? It can make it better or it can make it worse. You can have a great idea, but bad communication and kill a great idea. You can have an average idea, but you have great communication. You can have, look, if you are able to communicate well, you can change everything. Great leaders become great communicators. They study communication. It's not, see, what great leaders understand, it's not just what you said, it's what they heard. And great communicators learn how to communicate clear and concisely so that there's no ambiguity, right, on what they said. Because you may think, well, I said this, but they didn't hear it that. Or you may have said it in a way that they didn't receive it well. I want to say, and look, we're all going to face that, but here's what great leaders do. They learn how to communicate well. And not only that they learn how to empower when they communicate. See, if with the words out of your mouth, no matter what the situation if it's to empower instead of trying to just critique, it's a whole difference. I may have to give you information, or I may have to share something with you that may be about a negative situation, but I can still deliver it in an empowering way. And my intention is to empower you to become better. Leaders learn to have empowering communication, right? This is powerful right here. I'm telling you guys, this is another one that I want you guys to get. We're going to number 4. If you guys are just getting on, number 1 was visionary thinking. Number 2 was relentless resilience. Number 3 was empowering communication. Number 4, here is, I want you guys to get this. This is so important. And I put these two together because I believe they're both important, right? Mentorship and duplicatable systems. Now, you guys know this is powerful for me, right? Here's what I want you to understand. There's two things that you're going to, when it comes to mentorship, right? When mentorship happens in two ways. So you have mentorship up and you have mentorship down, right? So you, first of all, who you're going to listen to, right? Determine who you're going to listen to. I don't follow anybody that's not following somebody and not listening to somebody, right? And it's you just I don't have to know all the details and stuff, but I need to you know that you have a covering just as I look, I need to know that you listening to somebody as I'm listening, if I'm going to be listening to you, right? So you got to have mentorship, right? So mentorship is one, but also in mentorship, when you're mentoring, who are you mentoring? Who are you talking to? Who are you? I have a mentorship group. We meet every single Thursday, that people that I pour into, right? That we meet every Thursday at 9 p.m. and we go over through all this stuff. What we talk about on leadership call, this is one thing, right? But when we go deep in and specifically for them, that's next level mentorship. But also, right, in mentorship, duplicatable systems. Here's what I say: system. This, if you guys have never been on one of my calls before, here's what system stands for. Most people say save yourself time, energy, and money. That's cool. I like that one. That was great. I used that one too. But here's mine. Mine is simplify your strategy to earn more. Mm, come on. Simplify your strategy to earn more. I hope you all are getting that. Simplify your strategy to earn more. See, a lot of people think it's super complicated to do the things. It's very simple. It's not, as long as you have the right system. As long as you have the right system in place. So, a part of me in mentorship is to give my framework that makes things simple and duplicatable for the people I'm mentoring. So, do you have a system that's going to simplify the strategy to earn more? Super simple. Like I'm telling you guys, it doesn't have. Here's one thing I teach people, right? Y'all know I have some basic frameworks that I share. One framework that I share, right, is get started, stay steady, don't quit. Now, a lot of people say, "Oh, that's super simple." Anthony, that's nothing complex. Yep, it'll change people's lives because I don't have to be complex when I teach that. Get started, stay steady, don't quit. Get started, stay steady, don't quit. Get started, stay. Look, here's another framework that it's not mine. I learned this framework. This is another framework, right? Um, this framework comes is some will. This is the SWs. How many of y'all know the SWs? If you have been in network marketing for a while and if you've been in direct sales for a while, you know the SWs. How many, if you know the SWs, drop a 5 in the chat for me. I don't know how many of you all know the SWs. If y'all don't, I'll be glad to share the SWs, right? Oh, Jamie knows. See, that's the certified leader right there. He knows the SWs, right? Some will, some won't. So what? Stop worrying and start working. I changed it a little bit on my own, but you guys get, look, some will, some won't. So what? Stop worrying and start working. Now there's other iterations of it. Some will, some won't, somewhere, someone will. Right? I changed it a little bit. Mine is some will, some won't. So what? Start work. Stop worrying and start working. These are simple things that people can remember, but these are frameworks that'll help people change their lives. Look, I have a lot of these things that we can share. One that I got from my mentor is ABC. I talked to him. Hey, look, if you want to be successful, your attitude, belief, and your commitment. I could just tell them, hey, here's the ABCs of success: attitude, belief, and commitment. Simple frameworks, right? Here's another one. So, and I'm trying to make sure I give you guys this right. You have a framework that's peak and pass. And I always say it's like for me, it's peak, pass, follow up. So it's peak their interest, pass them to some information, and follow up. Simple. Oh, I'm giving y'all the stuff, right? This is simple stuff. You can use these frameworks, and this is helping people. These are the systems that we do. Here's another one. Y'all may have never done this, but this is going to help you be successful. These are frameworks. These are duplicatable things that you put in place that help people be more successful. They can be simple. Here's one. Bam, fam. I don't know. How many of y'all know Bam Fam? Drop a six in the chat if you know Bam Fam. Bam Fam. Let me tell y'all what Bam Fam is, right? Just in case y'all don't know. Oh, Jamie got that one too. Book a meeting from a meeting. BAMFAM. Book a meeting from a meeting. Whenever you meet with somebody, the goal is to book a meeting from a meeting. Always be letting people know what the next meeting is. Always be looking to set up the next meet. See, if you get all of your people in this mindset, it changes everything. It changes the way your whole organization operates. This becomes the culture. All right. I've been on that one too long. Where are we at? We at 7:30. I want to make sure we get through all of these, right? So mentorship and duplicatable systems. Here's another one. This is powerful right here, and I want us to take this one to heart. I included this one because it's absolutely necessary. But here's one: unshakable integrity. Woo. How many of y'all rocking with me? Unshakable integrity. Unshakable. And I said unshakable because people can say integrity, but sometimes integrity could get shaky for some people. Here's what I want to tell you. Unshakable integrity. Let me give you some examples. There's been multiple times, right? This is my integrity. There's been multiple times that a company has overpaid me for things, right? And I've sent the money back. Ooh, somebody said, Anthony, you crazy. Yeah, yeah, it's been, and I got verifiable witnesses. Is Jackson still on? Jackson may have dropped off. Jackson may have had to drop off. Jackson is one of the people who's a witness to know that I did that. I let him know. I was like, hey, look, this company overpaid me. I'm going to send the money back. They overpaid me. And I sent it back. Can I tell you guys that? Unshakable. My integrity. I don't want, I look, I wouldn't want to, I don't want to, I want anybody to question my integrity on this. I rather look, it's so many things I could go into about this, right? But I want to tell you, I don't want you to question my integrity on this. You may not like what I did, you may not like what I said, but at the end of the day, I do not want you to question my integrity. I want to be upfront about I would rather lose a prospect than for somebody to think that it was a ill-gotten prospect, right? I want you guys to have unshakable. It doesn't matter what comes. It doesn't matter what happens. See, when you got real integrity, it doesn't matter what's going on in your life. It doesn't matter what's going on in your business. Your integrity is not controlled by that. It's got to be unshakable. It doesn't matter what's happening. So unshakable integrity. All right. Here's the next one. Continuous learning. Right. Every super successful, I'm not talking about your average leader, but every super successful leader I know, they have a way to continuously learn. They put themselves in the position they're continuously learning from people. They're continuously they're reading books, they're attending conferences and seminars and all that type of stuff. They're buying courses. They're under different types. They're learning all the time, continuous learning. And they have a focus. They don't even do it by happenstance. They do it with intention. There's so much intentionality into them learning. They're listening to podcasts. They're on the YouTube University, whatever they need to do to put themselves in position to win big time. They're learning. Mm, I hope you guys are getting this, but be focused on it, right? There's I can recommend some books, man. Look, let me tell y'all, there's some books that have been great for me, right? And I'm not saying that they're going to be that you got to read these books, but I want to tell you, Think and Grow Rich has been a powerful book for me, right? I want to tell you guys, and I'm just talking about personal development books. There's other books out there that I could talk to you about. I ain't even gonna take it there, but I could take it there with the books. But what I'm gonna talk about just some. All right, we just gonna go there with personal development. But I want to tell you guys, Think and Grow Rich has been a powerful book for me. I go back, man. Look, one of the things, and look, I'm not one of the ones to tell you got to read the whole book cover to cover, all that type of stuff. I need you to get out of the book what you need to get out of the book. One of the things that I do is I read the self-confidence formula, right? And I love the self-confidence formula. I know that I have the ability to achieve my definite aim in life, right? This is what I'm telling you guys. This is a powerful book. Another book is a book, The Power of One More by Ed Milet. The Power of One More by Ed Milet. Incredible book. Now, this book also, most people, it's an older book. Most people may not know about it, but I just want to drop it for you. This book is How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success. Oh man, I'm telling you, that's a powerful book. The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. The Magic of Thinking Big. Powerful book. Here's another one. This is the last one I'll drop, right? But these are some powerful How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Great book, right? So those are just a few books, but I'm intentional about going out and learning and put myself in a position that I am continuously learning about what's going on. All right. Now, let's keep this party going. Here's the last one. I think this is a very important one, which is servant leadership. Servant leadership, right? And this goes back to what I was saying earlier. This goes back to the first one. Servant leadership means that you're going to put the needs of your team first. You're gonna be real servant. You're gonna be out there in the trenches with them. You're gonna be here like, hey, look, I'm willing to do this. One of the things I tell my people all the time, look, you need a private call. I'm here. I'm gonna adjust my schedule. We need a private call. How can I support you? Here's a question that you need to start asking a little bit. I was watching a movie, and not a movie, a TV show, and I forgot. I think it may have been The Resident. If I can't remember what it was, but I was watching a TV show, and his main statement was always, "How can I help?" When he would go into things, he would just say, "How can I help?" As a servant leader, can you go into the situation when you bring a new person on a team? How can I help you? How can I support you? Right now, before you ask that question, here's what I want you to understand their goals and their why. If you understand what they're really in this for, because they may not be in it for the same thing, the things that are important to them may not be the things that are important to you. But if you find out what's important to them, you find out their why and their reason for doing this, right? And then you can say, well, look, how can I help? How can I help you get there? And look, you want to get real deep with this and life purpose. Can you do that with people that you don't even directly benefit from? So what I'm saying, and I love this, I see Arlisha on, so I'm gonna steal this from her. And she says, blessed to Bab, right? Here's one of the things, and she says this on every call that she hosts. One of the things is you're blessed to be a blessing. When you're out there, like, hey, in everyday life, how can I help? In every situation I'm walking into, I'm asking the question, not only of the person, but of myself. How can I help in this situation? How can I bring value to this situation? How can I be valuable to this person? How can I be valuable over here? And when you actually do that, guess what happens? You become the person of value, and people see you as valuable, and you will see opportunities open up for you. You'll see doors open up for you. You're not doing it for that. You're doing it for the reason to be a blessing to somebody else, but automatically it qualifies you for new levels. It qualifies you for new blessings. It qualifies you for those things. That's why I'm talking about automatic success. If you become the person, if you become the leader, the success is automatic. It's automatic. Why? I'm going in with the right intentions. My intentions are pure. I'm going in with the right activities. I understand what activities I need to do. I understand my traits. I get up and do this. I know what I need to do. And when I come in and I do that, the success is automatic. You're going to have things attracted to you. You're going to have doors open up for you. You're going to have people going out of their way to help you. You're going to have people offering you stuff. You're going to have things showing up that you need, right? At the right time. Why? Because you've become a person of value, right? And a leader of value, leading as a servant leader. Sometimes it's sacrificing some of things about yourself. Mm. Sometimes it's a point of sacrificing some things that you want for what's best for the team, right? Sometimes it's maybe sacrificing your time. You're like, hey, look, I'm gonna have to do this. And what you realize, I don't have to do this forever, but there's a period of time while I'm building that I have to set aside and say, hey, look, I'm dedicating this over here. And I'm gonna give this my time. I'm giving the team my time. I'm showing up. I may even have to travel a little bit. I may have to go do some things. I have to put things in perspective, right? And so I say, look, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sacrifice some of my time, right? And so these are what I say the 7 traits of a super successful leader. Get these traits, master these traits, and you won't. Look, their success will be automatic, right? Once you become this type of person, these are the powerful things. Activity. Look, what I want to tell you with being a servant leader, part of being a servant leader for me is always being the example that somebody else can look in, that they can always look to. Part of servant leadership is being the example. When somebody needs somebody to look to, I'm going to be that person. Look, well, they shouldn't be able to, they shouldn't look at you and you're not even doing what you're telling them to do. You're not even putting in work. They done put in more work than you put in. Right? They out there doing no, you got to be the example. But if I'm gonna be out there running, I'm running, right? If you want to run with me, you know that I am already running. In order for you to have a running mate, you got to be running. So stop asking your team to be a running mate if you were not running. Mm. Woo. I hope you guys are getting this. So let me go over these 7. Let me go over these 7 again, just so make sure everybody got it, just in case you came on late or anything. Visionary thinking. Oh, the Zoom has bad reception. I apologize. I am traveling right now, so it may be me. I apologize if you didn't get all of this. Um, but visionary thinking, relentless resilience, empowering communication, mentorship and duplicatable systems, unshakable integrity, continuous learning, and servant leadership. This is awesome. So this is awesome right here. So if you guys were able to get all 7, if you all were able to get all 7, drop a 7 in the chat. I know they said the Zoom connection was bad. I am traveling and my connection is not the best here, so that may be what you're experiencing right now. So I apologize for that, but thank you guys for letting me know. Sister V, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you dearly for dropping the 7 in. Thank you so much for that. But this is what I want to give you. Probably saying, what this has to do with OakSmart. I believe this has everything to do with OakSmart. We get more leaders doing these traits. OakSmart has no choice but to grow automatically, right? I want to give a big shout out. So we have some leaders on here. Once again, I gave a shout out to Arlisha, absolutely phenomenal leader. I've known her since before OakSmart. We've done other projects together, and we've been in other projects together. And she's an absolute phenomenal leader with a servant heart who goes out and make it happen. Mr. Jamie Morales, I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you personally yet, but leaders recognize leaders. And I want to tell you, absolutely phenomenal what you're doing, how you're sharing with the community, what you're putting out there, and creating and duplicating the success that you have right now and the success that you're experiencing and creating some phenomenal leaders. So I just want to tell you, big shout out to you. Wanting to give you your props, give you your flowers right now. You're absolutely phenomenal, right? We have several of the Lewis is on, right? Lewis is absolutely out there in the trenches. You guys see him in the chats doing his thing, making it happen. Of course, we have Asif. Asif is crushing it, doing his thing, making it happen, leading the way is also. We got Seaway on. I don't know why I started naming names because there's so many people that I can actually talk about and put on here. But definitely you guys are absolutely phenomenal. And I want to say I'm just proud to be associated with each and every one of you. Here's one thing I want to tell you guys. Anytime that I get really frustrated, you know what? I realize it's just it's repositioning, right? Because I understand that I'm not operating from a space of gratitude. Anytime that I get really frustrated, I just take a step back because I need to be in a space of gratitude because it's hard to have an attitude and gratitude at the same time, right? So I want to tell you guys, look, when you're grateful, right? It's a different thing. Say, hey, look, let me take a step back because I'm grateful for all that I have, grateful for all the people that I'm around. I'm grateful for the opportunities that are presented to me. I'm grateful for all of this other stuff. It's hard for you to be upset when things aren't going the way that you want it. And if you look, gratefulness is the seed to greatness. And if you find more things to be grateful for, you'll have more things to be grateful for. And so that's just my 2 cents on that. But we have other leaders on here, and I definitely want to open it up for any other leaders that want to share anything. We got a few minutes left. It's 15 minutes left on the call. So if we have any other leaders, our Alicia, all the leaders that I called out, if you guys want to jump on and share anything, Sister V, absolutely a leader in Fiji, leading her team in a phenomenal way. Really appreciate you doing what you do and making it happen out there where you are and leading from the front. So just all the people on, right? Let me shout out before anybody jumps on. Let me shout out Benita as well. Benita is one that I want to tell you that has been on calls, right? Consistently. Sometimes she on the call before I'm on the call, I think it is. And I just like to shout out consistency as well. So consistency is powerful also. So, all you great leaders, Vinny, can't forget you, brother, for being absolutely amazing. And those are just some things, man. We got a small core team here on the call tonight. But what I want to say is that it takes small teams to get results. All it takes is a small team to get big results. So I'm excited about that. But let me shut up. Any other leaders that want to jump in and say anything, chime in, share anything, say, have comment or anything, definitely you could do so now. Oh, I just see Queenie on too. I just saw that Queenie was on going through my message. Queenie, big shout out to you, as you know, always you're doing your thing, making it happen, going out there, crushing it, showing up on calls, doing your own calls. You're definitely a servant leader. Really appreciate you as well for being on this call tonight. And appreciate all that you do as well. Anybody else have anything they would love to share?
Hi, Anthony. It's Queenie here. How are you?
I am incredible. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. I'm in two minds about tonight because we've actually got a holiday here in New Zealand.
Awesome.
So I'm in two minds about doing the presentation tonight. It sort of depends where my family is at the time. Um, but yes, thank you very much for your leadership, your presentation. It's amazing. Thank you for the resources, the tools, the information that you've given. and it just really helps us. So we appreciate you fully, and thank you very much for everything that you do.
Awesome, awesome. I appreciate you, Queenie. Thank you so much. I know how it is. I was trying to contemplate if I was going to do the call tonight because I was traveling. So I know exactly what you're going through with it being a holiday, having your family and everything. So I decided
Yeah.
to do mine because I was like, hey man, I brought my computer, I had all my tools. So I was like, let me do the call. Let's show up and let's make it happen.
Awesome, awesome. We appreciate you dearly. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much as well. Glad to see you on the call. All right. Anyone else would like to share before we wrap up for tonight? All right. In the words of Arlisha, I don't like to keep people any longer than they need to be kept. So I wanted to go ahead and tell you guys, man, we got some incredible presentations that are coming up this week. Make sure you are attending all the presentations. Make sure you're in all the groups so you'll know exactly when the presentations are happening and you'll get the notifications about all of those. They got incredible presentations happening all across all across the world now, right? Like presentations happening, but also in different languages. So make sure you all are in the chats to make sure that you're able to get on those presentations and invite your guests to them as well. Let's pack it out. Guys, I'm praying and wishing for an incredible week for everybody. Go out there and crush it. Let's go ahead and put this opportunity in front of as many people as possible and let's take it to the next level, right? As always, guys, you know what I always say. I love and care about each and every one of you, and I definitely want to see all of you win. Until the next time we meet, I hope you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day, and I am out. Peace.